Good evening, you jank enthusiast. I'm kidding, I'm not MBT. It's Captain Jesso, obviously, the less funny white guy that does Yu-Gi-Oh videos and things like that. Wanted to talk a little bit tonight. We're gonna keep it a nice brief, breezy, beautiful, flowy video. It's way too goddamn late. I just want to sit down and do a video. I've got some other videos in my head, but right now we're going to talk about this. So what we're talking about today is going to be one of the new sets that we got upcoming in January. It was actually supposed to be earlier, like September, October, but of course Konami pushed it back because, you know, they suck. But we still keep giving them money and buying their product anyways, even though they're going to keep screwing us over. Unlike over in the OCG, where the OCG kids all get treated like absolute babies. They get coddled, they get spoiled, they get Max C at fucking 3 in the format, and we don't. But we're going to talk about a little set that is coming up in January that I am actually pretty hyped to see. Kind of, and I'll say why. I gotta make fun of it first, because that's what I do. It is, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! It is TCG, it's Konami stuff that comes out, so we have to make fun of it first. But we're gonna look at it and talk about it just as a little bit of brief news, and an excuse for me to put a video out and you know, build the channel that I've got here a little bit, because me not posting for weeks at a time and going on a video vacation, probably not worth it. And what I'm talking about today is not that, is this. Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1, so it's coming out at the end of January. For those who are not aware, Hidden Arsenal was originally released a decade ago, kind of as like a collector's set. So it followed the kind of set where all the cards in the set were either super rares or secret rare. That was it. There are no other rarities. You just got super rare and you got secret rare. And they weren't by any stretch of the means like remotely even close to being good in a in the competitive format. I don't think there's any strategies that really took off because of Hidden Arsenal. There's a lot of cool ones, but Hidden Arsenal really came out as a collector's set. A couple of the archetypes that you would have seen in that set were the absolutely fabled, the greatest, the goats, the ice barrier stuff. So we saw like stuff like Trishula, Brionac, things like that as secret rares in that set. We've seen Naturia cards in that set, which were all planty, nature-based type cards that were kind of cool to look at, but again, not. There was a couple of Naturia cards that were all right, but like again, not terribly great. There was Worms, Ally of Justice, basically just a lot of weird fringe archetypes that didn't really see a lot of life. So these sets got kind of cast to the side as just lame because you just got a lot of like good collector's cards, like the Ice Barriers cards and Secret Rares. They were really nice to pick up and have, and they still have quite a bit of inherent value today if you actually look at them. So what Konami decided to do was they're going to bring back and bring life into the Hidden Arsenal set that once ruled the Yu-Gi-Oh world a decade ago. And this is the information that I have on it. So again, I like to thank Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG News on Instagram, because that's how I steal all of my information for everything. That's how I even get to make these videos, is because the dude that runs this page is nice enough to make me stuff that's nice, clear, and concise with nice big text to read in front of people. So as we see in the box information, so duelists obtain historic cards. It's super goddamn late, I can't talk. From the first 4 Hidden Arsenal sets like they've never been seen before, and learn the stories behind them in this epic collection. So featuring Worms, great. Dragoonity, of course, because you don't get your structure deck. This is going to be another lame excuse to just throw Dragoonity into a side building set. You were never going to get your structure deck. Stop putting your hopes up. Stop putting your dreams up. Let's let our expectations down. You're not getting a Dragoonity structure deck, okay? As well as Ice Barriers, so I mentioned that. All the cards in the original Hidden Arsenal series were either super or secret, yada yada. Many of them can be now obtained as ultra rares. Wow, such a giant upgrade. Each box will have 2 standard ultra rares and 4 colorful ultra rares. The entire ultra rare pool is available in blue, green, purple, and the standard gold. So, kind of lame that way. I mean, that's not like super exciting. Your boxes will have 1 secret rare, 6 ultra rares, 30 commons, a Hidden Arsenal storyline insert with a game mat, so that's pretty cool, and 1 special collectible dice. So the best way I can really describe this set is going to very much be like the Legendary Duelist set, Season 2, or those sets that well, you've seen me open a couple, I think, already on this channel. Where basically you get a little nice compact box. That box usually has typically a couple of mega packs in them, so usually you get 2 mega packs basically, and you get a couple other goodies inside of it, and then your mega packs, of course, are all sorted out. So interestingly, you only get 1 secret rare, so basically you get a bunch of commons, you get your ultra rares, secret rares. Away you go. You've probably seen me open the Legendary Duelist one, and basically that centered around a couple of themes. Legendary Duelist had a lot of Blue Eye support, which was alright. We'll call it collectible more so than playable. And it had a couple of other things as well. I think there was a lot of like Harpy support too as well, and kind of that Garden Rosy waifu-y stuff as well from like the My Valentine Legendary Duelist set. So basically what these sets do is just conglomerate a couple of sets, put them all in one, you get a nice couple of mega packs. It's like a mini tin almost. But what I do think is really cool is the Hidden Arsenal storyline insert with a game mat, so a little bit extra bang for your buck on these sets. And of course the dice never hurt. I've got a couple of dice myself from opening up those boxes. I still think they're really cool boxes. I was really happy to go out and buy those buy a couple of those when I did open them. I have videos of me opening them. But anyways, to stop the rambling, because I said I was going to make fun of them, we have a couple of cards on the front of the pack that I wanted to talk about. The first one is the absolute GOAT. We're talking about the Ice Berries. Of all the great cards in the Ice Bearer set, we get an absolute GOAT. The best one of all time, the Royal Knight of the Ice Bearer. It's an absolute fucking joke. It's hilarious how bad this card is. I don't know how it made it to the front of the pack. A lot of times your boss monsters that are on the front of the pack artwork on these core sets or TCG sets tend to not be terrible. This card reads, when this card is tribute summoned, special summon 1 Ice Coffin token on your opponent's side of the field in attack position. Cannot be tributed for a tribute summon. So basically, you get to slam down a shitty card with no other effect other than give your opponent a coffin. A coffin to tell them that they're going to walk the fuck in and they're fucking dead. No, I'm kidding. Out of all like the ice barrier stuff they could have done, I mean, maybe there's going to be some support for this guy somehow, some way or shape or form in this deck, like, or in this set, like. I don't know. I will say right off the bat, this card I don't think has ever been reprinted. It has only ever... Oh, sorry. It has 2 printings, so dual terminal. People always love their random dual terminal stuff. And Star Strike Blast, which is, again, just over a decade old. So it hasn't really seen any, like, mainstream printings in a long time. So I guess it's just an excuse to make another reprint of this card. Since it's driving up the market price at $4, $3. Right? The next card that we see on the set, this little dude right here, is Dragoonity, because like I said, you're not going to get your structure deck. Instead, you're going to keep getting thrown random cards as little treats, just because you were good for the month. You played good, okay? You read your cards. So instead of getting structure deck, you get little treats, okay? Next one is actually a card. We do not have this in the TCG. This just came out, I think, about a year ago in the OCG. Dragoonity Gizarm. Not the best Dragoonity support card. When it's normal summon, you can target 1 level 4 lower Wind Dragon or Wind Beast monster graveyard, special summon it, and negate its effect. So, I mean, I guess it's a break even. It's not a shitty card, right? Throw it on the field, bring something back, start climbing your link plays, right? I don't know. It's alright. And the last one we see in the front of the pack is Naturia Cherries. This is only ever printed once. You can pick it up for a cool $17.90. Naturia Cherries, so if we're talking Naturia archetype. Right? When this card is destroyed by your opponent, you can select and special summon up to 2 Naturia Cherries from your deck in face down defense position. So as you can already tell, this set is going to be an absolute banger on the meta. Redefining, reshaping the way we think about Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably not. Why does this card look like a ball sack? That's all I need to know. So yeah, final thoughts on this. This will not define the meta. I cannot imagine any point of this set having anything well worth chasing. I'm just going to do one thing really quick here. If I could type today. To give you an idea, I'm really going to bank it off of this here. Legendary Duelist Season 2. I think it's going to be a lot like these Legendary Duelist sets, even the way the boxes are built, where they've kind of got that mini kind of tin style box. Come on. I just want to see a price guide. Why does everything got to be so goddamn slow? I'm just going to cut this out in post-processing. This is garbage. Hey! So, basically, to give you an idea, within kind of these box sets, your chase cards in these sets generally aren't meta-defining super great. Like, Blue Eyes support is always good to have, but at the end of the day, these cards aren't terribly expensive. We're talking, $18, $12, $10. Like, we're not going to talk crazy cards that are worth hundreds in these sets. You're not going to get big chase rarities generally. But the nice thing, and here's the pro, because I do make fun of this, is these do tend to be really good, well-rounded sets. You do tend to get a lot of good bang for your buck, especially when these are going to be dropping at, I think, $14.99 US. They'll probably go up a little bit, I think, Canadian's probably something like $16 or something like that. But, you do get really good bang for your buck with the 36 cards that you get. Generally speaking, these promos, really, because they're always sealed, always chase usually a few bucks off of them. Like, I think when I opened mine, I pulled a Harpy Perfumer, and I pulled a Garden Rose Maiden. And, I mean, those make up half the price of what you paid for the thing anyways. Plus, you get a couple of other good cards that are, like I said, your Ultras and things like that. Generally don't hurt. As a collector, as a person that enjoys getting cards and putting cards and binding out my cards, yes, I will be buying this set. I'll probably buy a couple, hold on to a few for down the road. These do tend to see a little tiny increase in value. So something like this, for example, the Season 2 box, $20 from its original $15, and it's not that old. If you go and buy yourself a display, I mean, think about it, a display at, let's say even retail price at $100. You could resell that, down the road, $130, $150, make a few extra bucks off of it. But that's not the point, of course. But as a collector, I do think this is going to be a really neat little set. I think the cards are going to be a meta joke. I don't think anybody's going to be buying this for that. But, you got the Coffin Token Generator. You got the GOAT himself. The boy. The man. Royal Knight. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling here. I think they kind of get the idea now. Just want to give you a little heads up and something you're probably going to see here very shortly. Anyways, I'm Captain Jesso. Have a good one. Bye.